Merry meet and welcome to our stream, everybody. This is Ariel Gatoga, and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch for a general reading for all signs for today, April 4th, 2023. Moderating today on YouTube are the lovely Liari and the lovely Dre, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Deline. Thank you so much, moderators, and thank you to everybody for joining us for this general reading for all signs. I am today reading with the Medieval Tarot. Let's purify with this gorgeous Spanish cologne by Alvarez Gomez called Agua de Colonia Concentrada. 3 sprays in this nice big room is more than sufficient. If you'd like information about how to purchase these products, you can go to the video description of this very video on my YouTube channel. Like I said, this is a general reading for all signs for today, the 4th of April, 2023. Going out to everybody, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching on a restream. Gosh, that smells good. It does go out to a lot of people, so if for some reason it does not seem to apply to you personally, you can probably just disregard the reading because it's probably not your reading. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your individual sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign, all of which are available on my YouTube channel. You can also easily find your zodiacal readings on my website. It's a lot easier, actually. Go to ariels-corner.com/zodiac. That's arielscorner with a hyphen.com/zodiac. I don't read with card reversals, so I do always just flip the cards right side up if they come out upside down. It's my style of reading. Works great for me. I promise all is well. We have a shop at arielscornershop.com, arielscornershop.com. We list all the different tarot decks that I read with that are still in print, plus all kinds of other merchandise there. It's an affiliate store. Those are all affiliate links, so we make a small commission off of each and every sale. We do appreciate your support. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. And if you're watching on Twitch, make sure you follow us on Twitch. And you can watch all of our videos on Twitch without any ads by simply subscribing to us there. All right, everybody, let's do another couple shuffles just for good measure. Give this a nice clean cut and see what's in the cards for everybody today, Tuesday, the 4th of April, 2023. All right, let's see what's what. What's what? Okay, we've got a page of wands. We've got a 3 of wands. It's very wandy so far. And we've got a tower. All right, this is good. So the 3 of wands is everything starting to manifest for you. And if you can think of the manifestations, and this is probably in career, job, so some of you have been maybe looking for a job, some of you have been looking to expand your career. It seems like you've had this is usually news or this page, or at least being open to being told and guided onto the right direction. So somehow you've gotten where you need to be and things are starting to manifest for you. I look at this as the way that this is coming out as like shoots coming up from the ground. And a lot of times if the shoots coming up from the ground are really strong, which these appear to be, they kind of destroy all the weeds around them. You know, whereas if they're not so healthy, then the weeds can destroy them. But it doesn't look like you have to do much weeding. It seems like your manifestations are taking care of a lot of maybe things that have been blocking you. And this tower is a very positive experience here, although it can be a bit of a roller coaster today. So if things kind of topple today, it's because your manifestations are moving them out of the way. Look at the things that are toppling today as things that need to be toppled. Okay, don't try to keep things, structures standing that are trying to topple, because what's happening is the energy of all of this manifestation is moving all of that kind of dirt out of the way, moving all of those weeds out of the way, getting things open so that you can have a bigger, better manifestation of whatever this is. And like I said, usually the wands have to do with work or career, jobs, that kind of thing. So let's open it up. We've got a hanged man in the past. We've got a, oh, isn't that pretty? A moon card. I don't remember that one being so pretty. And then we've got this beautiful death card. Okay, so the death and the tower, I think that's the star of the reading here. The death and the tower together. Isn't that wonderful? I love when things are over. And that's today. I think a lot of the stuff that's being moved and destroyed and killed off are things that have been sort of lingering for a long time. And it looks like they're done today. So don't try to keep things alive that need to die in your life. These things are moving. A lot of what's moving out of the way is illusion. A lot of what I see as, this tower experience and this death is really the fog of a dream that, how in the morning when you've had a bad nightmare or something like that, and the illusions of that, you still sort of like, was that real? Did that really happen? And you have to kind of convince yourself, no, that was just a dream. That's kind of what I see this as. It's like this sort of this fog of this dream. And this Hanged Man card was when you were really in the throes of that dream. And it seems like for a lot of you, you felt really kind of bound. You really felt like you had no escape. You felt like you had nowhere to turn. You had nobody on your side almost. And you had to sort of suffer by yourself, and nothing seemed to be able to help you. And now it's like everything's the opposite. You're going into this phase today where all of that stuff you're realizing was not as what you thought it was. You actually have a lot of freedom. And what was holding you down was really an illusion, but a very powerful illusion. And that illusion is breaking up right now. The thing that I love about this Hanged Man card is that it's a reminder to us that we have a lot more power than we think. But this world teaches us not to use it. And that is the sacred power of no. You can say no. You know how to say no. You can say no to yourself. You can say no thank you to invitations that you don't want to go to. You can say no to anything that is standing in the way of your happiness and your joy. Now, obviously, there are some things you can't say no to in the world. I mean, there's certain things you have to do. I understand that. But you can say no to any sense of oppression. You can say no to any sense of, especially within yourself, and any sense of attitudes where you're just kind of expecting the worst, which is what was happening. It's like you were expecting the worst, and then all this news started coming your way. And what that news was, for many of you, it was in the physical world, news of, no, good things are coming. Did you hear about this or did you hear about that? But for some of you, that news was internal. That was sort of like an inspiration. And you went, and in the throes of a lot of this feeling defeated was this newfound inspiration to get creative about something. Well, now that creative energy is sparking a huge, like I said, growth of manifestation for you, which is causing you to wake up from this dream and realize, no, wait a minute, I have a lot more power than I thought I did. I can say no to that stuff. I can put my foot down. I can have what I want when I want it. I can say no when I don't want something. I have that power, and I'm going to use that power. And that keeps waking you up from whatever these illusions of being bound were. And then you want it to finish everything off. So that's why I'm saying, when things start to topple, don't let your ego say, oh no, toppling is always bad. Destruction's always bad. So no toppling, please, no toppling. When things topple today, let them. You don't have to help it along even. You just let them. You stand back with a bowl of popcorn is what you do. And you watch that implosion happening, knowing that's gone for good. That's all gone for good. Whatever that was, whatever those illusions were, those are gone for good. And there's nothing that I have to do to make them go other than stay awake. And how do you stay awake? By keeping focused on the very thing that's been giving you that inspiration lately. That thing that's sort of been pulling you away from that sort of, and when I say poor me, it's pulling you away from poor me, I don't mean that in a negative, derogatory way. It's understandable. Sometimes it feels like poor me. It's not like you're just bemoaning things and being a brat. Sometimes when things aren't going your way and you feel like there's nowhere to turn and your hands are bound and your eyes are bound and you can't do anything, it is poor me. It's horrible. And I understand what that feels like. It's awful, especially when you don't feel like you have a voice, when you can't put your foot down, when you really do feel like everything is sort of like taking your power away. And then all of a sudden you get this wave of determination, which is what happened. And things start to just unravel before your eyes, just because you allowed that wave of determination to come forward inside of you. It's so beautiful. Now things are manifesting for you. Now things are going your way. You can get off that tree because you have the power to do that. Remember that one of the reasons why the Hanged Man is upside down is to remind us that when things are feeling that way, it's because our perception is upside down. And it's hard to remember that in the middle of it because it seems so real. And in retrospect now, you can say, wait a minute, part of this was that I was seeing things wrongly. I want the universe to constantly show me the right way to see things. Doesn't this look different? And then you're in a position to put your foot down because you're not bound at all. You're not hanging upside down at all anymore. But in the midst of it, it feels like there's no exit. There's no way out. And then when you can call on that higher power within you to say, I don't know how to handle any of this. I don't know what any of it means. But I do know that I need my perception healed. And just that willingness is all that it takes for the universe to say, well, you could look at it this way. And then once you look at it that way, you think, oh, then I do have power. I do have things that I can do. I do have a voice. I do have a way through this to navigate this. And then just that little, like I said, that little wave of determination that you have to have some of that creative energy flowing through you is all that it takes. You've seen that happen before with seeds. Just all it takes is a couple little seeds, and then all of these shoots come up through the concrete, come up right through destroy the concrete. Right? And that concrete ends up being like just nothing. It wasn't as big of a deal as you thought it was. And you start seeing all these shoots coming up and at first just kind of coming up around the concrete and then completely demolishing the structures that were standing in their way forever. And that's what that death card is, forever. All right, a couple of a few meditations that we do have. I don't have one for the moon card yet. That will be coming soon. But if you want to optimize some of the wonderful power that you are finding, there's a meditation on the Hanged Man card that I have called Using Your Sacred Power of No. There's a meditation on the Death card that I have called Letting Problems Die. And there's a meditation on this Tower card that I have called Letting Go of What Is Worn Out. And you can find all of those on my website at ariels-corner.com/tarot-meditations. You can also just go to ariels-corner.com and find the tarot meditations in the main menu. It's a wonderful day. I am so proud of all of you that have allowed yourself to go from what seemed like an untenable situation to having yourself be in the position of power. You're in the driver's seat where all of these illusions have absolutely no power over you anymore, and your manifestations are taking over the entire garden. Good for you. I love seeing that. All right, we will be back for another general reading tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Lieri, Dre, and Deline. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Much love and many, many blessings.